And
All right, I'm pretty sure we are live. Hello, everybody. I don't know how many people are in the live stream right now, but that's okay.
all right, well, for anyone watching right now, me personally, I just want to say hi. How you doing? Hope you're doing all right. How y'all feeling? But Nick, I gotta ask you a question. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good today. This is the first live stream of the channel. I'm super excited for it. I'm a little upset that Matt couldn't be here, but
That is true.
I'll be taking over for Matt today. So the whole goal of this live stream is it's going to be a Q&A. So you guys are going to be commenting questions, and we're going to be answering your questions live. It's going to be a live Q&A. I'm excited for it. So, how you doing, Sam? You ready for this?
I'm actually very excited for this because I've never been in front of a live camera right now before, so I hope this goes well. And if I sound weird or anything, please be patient. I've never done this before. But anyway, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I want you guys to ignore my voice right now. I did lose it last week. So, I did, anyway. So, what we are going to be doing today, I already explained this. What am I saying right now? It's been 2 years since I've streamed a video.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Why
been
2 years?
I haven't streamed on Twitch since 2020. It's been a while.
Why?
Well, because I found YouTube and then I just started making YouTube videos and I never streamed again, ever. So,
I mean, what do you think about streaming?
streaming there's a different vibe to it. You can't mess up when talking. You can't mess up when talking. You can't cut things out. It's hard to edit live. I've had to do that before. It's a nightmare. It's definitely different, but I like streaming. I like seeing your guys' live feedback to whatever we're talking about, and doing it on a podcast here is a lot of fun. So hope you guys are excited for it. I definitely can tell you we're excited for it, and we can't wait to answer you guys' questions.
Yeah, podcasts, they're very interesting to me because I don't listen to that many. I've listened to a few. So before we did all this, I had an idea of what it was, but I never really understood the intricacies. So I'm just kind of like, okay, what am I doing and how am I going to do this? So then I hop on and now I'm doing all this. I'm just talking right now.
Yep.
And I'm just chilling.
Yeah. So Mr. Mitchell just sent out an email saying that the podcast is live, so hopefully we'll have people joining in a little bit.
Oh,
so
boy. Here we go.
Hopefully it'll be good. I do know that sports are in session right now, so that's probably going to be a setback.
That is true.
That's okay. Well.
Oh yeah, I got something. So anyone watching, some guy told me to do this. Shout out to Conor Dion. I just want to get that all out of the way so we're all good to go. All right, but
Yeah.
What do you think of sports?
Sports are interesting. Hang on, let me just reply to this text really fast. This is the problem with going live is I'm still getting texts to my phone and things like that, and I can't cut this out. So.
Okay, so who are you getting a message from?
A friend. It's okay.
What?
Don't talk. One of our guys behind the camera keeps talking to me, and I'm like, dude, you're not in the podcast. So anyway, you're not in the live stream.
That's me.
I'm sorry. Bro, it's okay. Next episode, maybe next live stream, you could be in it.
Oh yeah,
so,
absolutely. But
it'll be fun.
Like,
so, what do I think about sports? I love sports. I love them. I have been doing them for a while. I did track a few years ago. I'm not doing track this year. Sorry. I know Mr. Rizzo was definitely upset that I wasn't doing track this year.
he's upset everyone's not doing track.
He was, I don't know, I love Rizzo, but he said that he was disappointed in me for not doing track, and I was like, ow, that hurt a lot.
Okay.
Is it just you, or when somebody says they're mad at you versus they're disappointed in you? Disappointed is worse, I feel like.
Well, for me personally, people when they say they're disappointed in me, I honestly don't, and this is the nicest way possible, I don't care, because here's the thing though. As a person, why should I value the opinions of people who only see me in a negative way, see I'm disappointing? Why should I value that?
You shouldn't. I feel like Rizzo definitely doesn't do it like that. I love the guy. I think he's great. He's a great coach. He's awesome. But he said he was disappointed in me, and I was like, ow. That hurt in the moment. I was like, I would have rather you say that you were mad at me.
Yeah, I mean, when he told me I'm disappointed, I was just like, I value your opinion of the science teacher that I'm having in sophomore year. Why? I'm just saying, like, he's a nice guy. It's just like sometimes with that type of stuff, it's just what I'm learned. You just gotta learn how to filter out all that bad stuff that people say. 'Cause in like 2 years, let's just say 2 years, a single year, what is that gonna change? What is that one phrase gonna do?
Nothing.
Nothing new.
So anyway, back onto the topic of me thinking about sports.
Yeah, of course,
Back onto the topic of
apologies.
sports. No, you're fine. Track I did not do this year, so sorry, but I did do cross country. That was a lot of fun. Love it. Cross country's always been one of my favorite sports to participate in. I did track in previous years. I used to play soccer back when I was like really young.
Oh, I did the same thing.
I was like 4 or 5, maybe 6 years old when I played soccer. That was fun. I was never a fan of soccer. Sorry, soccer players. It's just not. It's not my sport. I don't feel like.
As I come from a fan
I
of
don't know.
soccer players.
I love watching it. Watching it's fantastic. I just can't play it. I'm terrible at it. So
Me, honestly, I played track. I mean, I played soccer. But I'm gonna be honest with you. You know that one kid who was constantly looking up at airplanes?
oh yeah,
That was me.
that was you?
That
Oh,
was
wow.
me.
yep.
This is. I have no issues with sports. People like sports. I have no issues with them. Personally, it's just I don't see why it's enjoyable and why people get so pumped up over it. I don't understand that, but everyone else does around me, which I can't really insult them for. I can't really dictate what they do and do not like.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah. It's. I feel like it depends what sport you're doing. I feel like there are some sports where. Here, we're gonna go a little fantasy land right here. We're gonna go to Quidditch from Harry Potter. How long does that game last? How long do those games normally last?
They can last from hours to like a second, depending on.
No, they can last like months. I'm pretty sure.
That's true. They
A
can last-
single game can last months, and they're like switching up players. Like, how much of a pain is that?
Imagine trying to sleep.
You
Like,
can't.
imagine, like, would they have to be like sleep? Someone sleeping on the benches, and then like, imagine if actual sports are like that. Like, imagine soccer, where they go for months.
Your game is a month long. Like, that would be a nightmare. How would you be viewing, like, watching that sport?
Oh, that would be awful.
Would you have to just camp out
You
for a
either
month?
need to have a lot of 5-hour energies or just be an insomniac.
Yeah. This is not sponsored by 5 Hour Energy.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, okay, who does not like 5-hour energy though? You don't like 5-hour energy?
I've never had it, honestly. Like, I don't really do energy drinks ever.
That's fair.
I have Monsters occasionally. Impact Energy is actually really good.
Monster.
And then, like, Bang. That's about it.
Really, honestly, do I mostly drink
What?
water? That's it. Because like
Well, Mr. Mitchell's calling me.
he is.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go.
Hello? You have to comment the question in the comment section. You have to comment it in the comment section. Okay, so, we have people that want to comment questions. This is going to be fun. We're going to start answering your guys' questions.
Oh, here we go. All right, what do you guys have to say? Okay, there's no questions. All right, sweet.
Here, you talk for a few minutes. I got to reply to some text messages.
I mean, Harry Potter. Okay. One time I watched all the Harry Potter movies in 2 days, all 7 of them.
That's too much work.
It's a lot of. It wasn't okay. It was work, but I was like, you know what? Why not? So I watched them all back to back. And honestly, in my opinion, first 3 were good. Then they all just went. They went from who done it, Voldemort, secret creature man. He's like some evil force that it's like Darth Vader but magical
Yeah.
with no nose. It's cool.
I love it, Sam.
It's very
That's
cool.
great. All right, I'm trying to pull up the questions on my phone, so...
But then it's just like, then they go from that to actually showing off Voldemort. That's that. I'm like, okay, that just got way worse. Because if you're gonna have some evil, sinister force, you can't give it like a face in like actual character qualities, right? Like for example, a good example of someone being evil, having a physical form is like Michael Myers from Halloween. The thing with him is he never speaks. You never see his true face, so it could be anyone. It doesn't matter because Voldemort, he has a whole identity. You know what he's like. You know what he sounds like. You know a lot about him. Well, not a lot, but like enough so you know, okay, he's not like some mythical being who can't be killed, like Michael Myers is, you know a lot about it. You don't know a lot about Michael Myers. You just don't. So the problem is when they show that off, they're like, oh, all the hype just left because now Harry Potter's just gonna do a weird laser battle with him. Harry Potter is literally just mythical Star Wars. Now that I think about it, like, am I
Honestly,
wrong?
no, it is. No,
It
no,
really
you're right.
is.
No, I'm sorry. I was trying to pull up the questions, but I got them up now. So,
All right.
anyway, so back to sports. They are, what's the word? They're hard work. They're a lot of work. It's not super easy just to, play sports, but it does take practice. So, congratulations to everybody that does do sports. All right, so we have some questions in here. First one is from Austin Roz. What made y'all want to make a podcast?
That is actually a great question. Thank you, Austin. For me, okay, this was in geometry class. We all know P2, so I'm not going to explain it again. But basically, what happens, we were all talking about it. I don't remember what the theme was, but there was Matt and I having a full conversation. And then no one else was really participating in that one session. We were having a discussion, and it sounded a lot like a podcast. So Kyle Richardson said, hey, y'all should start a podcast about this. And then we look at each other, and everyone's like, yeah, that's a good idea. So like, okay, let's do it, because why not? And then I call him up. He's good to go. We get Sam Sanchez in on this, and then everyone's in on it. And then I go to Mr. Mitchell and tell him about it. He loves the idea. He
funds it all. We got equipment here. There's a whole bunch of things behind the scenes that you guys don't see, as well as a lot of work on my part for editing and directing. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So yay!
So thank you for taking the time out of your day for doing this.
No, I got you guys. I love what I do. I absolutely love filming. I love editing, making videos. I've been doing it for years now. I think I posted my first YouTube video. It was a couple years ago. It wasn't like that long ago, but it was back in 2020, and I've progressed so much since then that it's a lot of fun now. I'm at the point where it's fun. It's not just like work. So
that's actually really nice. I mean, you should do most things because they're fun, right?
Yeah. Definitely do things because they're fun, not because you're forced to do them. So
absolutely. It's just, well, that's kind of strange because there are times where you're forced to do something new.
Yep.
And then it might be fun, but from those experiences, I've learned that all because it's not comfortable for you and you haven't done it yet doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. That's what I've learned. Like trying new foods or going somewhere new. Like, for example, every year my family goes to Myrtle Beach, right?
Yep.
There's something wrong with that. It's just, there's nothing wrong with like, hey, let's go try this new hotel, which we did, and it was a new experience. We had a good time. I don't know if I don't think we're gonna go there again because there were some issues with that, which is fine. It doesn't bother me.
Hey, you tried something new. That's all that matters.
Of course, try something new. I mean,
yep.
When's the last time you tried something new?
I would have to think about that for a while. So maybe we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that later in the podcast if we get to there. All right. So the next question is, how long did it take to set it all up? How long did it take to set up the podcast? So here, I actually am not in their geometry class, so I don't know when they came up with this idea to start this podcast. I was consulted later. So how long did it take to set everything up after, like, once you got the idea till the day we filmed our first video?
I believe don't word me on this. If I'm correct, I think it was maybe a week or two before winter break.
It was when we started filming?
No, it's when we actually started getting everything.
How long did it take before we posted our first video?
Oh, well, before we posted, I'd say, from first conceived, the idea to then, I would say it took
a month and a half,
2 months.
It took a while.
It took a lot of time.
Again, you come out with this joke. It was an inside joke for us for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we were like, is this actually going to become a reality one day? And we're like, we should try. I'm like, we already have a studio set up. We already have one set up in the school. We just need to clean it out and order new equipment for it.
Yeah.
And then we can actually make this a reality.
And yeah, that's what we did.
We started doing it. It took them a while to clean it out. But again, it's figuring out what everything is used for, where it all goes, and getting it done properly. That's the part that took a long time. And then we had to order equipment, which took 3 weeks to a month to get in.
Yeah. And after that, it was quick.
So
we got everything set up.
we got everything set up, and then probably a week later we started filming.
Yeah, I'd say a week later we started filming. Then we did
So
that.
yeah, a week we filmed, and then like the next week was when we posted it. Sorry for all the voice cracks. I'm still trying to get my voice back.
It's
So
no problem. Yeah, a big deal. I mean, hey, I understand what you're saying.
yep.
But-
Anyway, so that's pretty much the end of that question. So I would say it took about a month and a half.
Yeah,
And we
it's
try to
a bit.
post we try to post once a month. So or well,
Once a week.
Once a week. We try to post once a week. We've been slacking a little bit. I've been sick for the past week almost. So I've had
that's
to
on me.
so I've had to take a break for a little bit, but hopefully by next week we'll start getting weekly videos back out. All right, next question is who do our students want to be interviewed? Or no, hang on. Wow, I can't read right now. Who do our students want to be interviewed? So what students want to be interviewed is what I'm getting off that question.
The answer is a lot.
There are a lot of students we
A
want to
lot.
interview. We have how many students have we talked to already? Don't name them off. Don't say names or whatever. But we've
Well-
talked to, I would say, at least 24 students.
Yeah.
At least.
And even more have offered.
More have offered, but again, students are like, we're not going to interview all the students because that's going to take forever.
Forever.
That's not going to happen. But we are planning on getting out student interviews as well as teacher interviews and staff interviews. Just because, it's kind of whatever you guys want. Just let us know and we can make it happen. So
Yeah, but
our emails are accessible to all of you. So
yeah, absolutely. It's just like when people ask that, I'm just saying don't expect to be in like the next day.
yeah, don't expect it. Expect it within like 2 months.
Maybe.
Because we try to film twice a week and upload once a
Yeah.
week. So we always have some extra videos.
Yeah, and even then, we're trying to get a lot of teachers in as well.
We're trying to get teachers in. That's the hardest part right now because they all have lives and they all have
so still
schedules.
trying to like
So
get that all in. And
Yeah.
it's complicated, but we're working on it.
yep,
But when it comes to students, it's a little bit easier because they don't have like
they don't have as much going on. They don't have full.
jobs
Some of
and
them have
all
jobs,
that.
but they don't.
Yeah,
It depends.
like full time.
It depends what you're doing. They don't have kids. They don't have.
They don't have to pay taxes.
Yeah, they don't have anything like that. They might have like sports. They could probably have an after school job.
Yeah.
But students are a lot easier to do because then we can also film during like study halls.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So it really depends on what. But
simple.
students, we have talked to some students. Let's just say we're gonna leave that for the future. You guys will see that someday. Another question here is what y'all got planned for future videos. So what are the plans for the future? Pretty much.
Well, let's see. Okay, we recorded one with Mr. Rizzo.
We did. We recorded an interview with Mr. Rizzo already.
Please excuse the
So-
interruption.
oh,
Ava Allen
we're getting an
is
announcement.
in the
Okay.
building. Please report to the high school office.
So we already filmed an interview with Mr. Rizzo. I'm still working on editing that one. I'm not sure how long it's going to be until it gets out. Considering Matt and Sam, neither of them are. Oops, I hit my microphone. Neither of them are in it. That one's recorded by me and Sanchez behind the camera. We're the two interviewing. So I want to get an interview out with a few other people first, and then I want to get that one. So the first interview with a teacher it doesn't have the two main anchormen in it. So
Yeah, that's true.
it's probably going to be at least a month before that one gets released, but it will go out soon. Maybe not soon, but it'll go out eventually.
Yeah.
So
And when it comes to like people like teachers wise, we want to have, let's see, Mr. Moffat, Mr. Palladino.
Yeah, we're not gonna name them all, 'cause we have a really
the
long
ones you
list.
think would be on, we're trying to have on. That's the answer.
all right. Next question is, what's your sub goal? So what's our goal of subscribers?
Honestly, I'm content now.
We're down with we're happy with what we have. Like 80
happy.
subscribers is insane for
I
this
agree.
fast.
Like, we got honestly with the first video, I was expecting it was gonna get 50. And that's it.
50 views maybe.
Never.
It's
gets anything
at
again.
like 900.
Yeah, now it's at 900 views.
Yeah, that's
and I'm sitting
insane.
there, dumbfounded.
Yeah,
everyone's
for-
talking about it, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's pretty good, bro. I'm impressed.
Okay, then everyone's just, and then is it me or when that happened? Everyone's going up to you, going like, "Oh, that was a great podcast."
Oh, I got so many people coming up to me be like, "That was an amazing episode. Like, you guys should do more," or like, "Your podcast is incredible. Like, keep it up," or whatever. There were so many people.
great.
Let's keep going. Can you guys interview Mr. Jarabek? Of course we can.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, I
I would
would-
love to do that.
Absolutely loved him. I love Mr. Jarabek. Amazing guy. I would totally be down to interview him.
Oh my, that would be awesome because he has his vibe about him that I just love. He's great.
Yeah, he's awesome. I love him. So yes, we would definitely be down to interview Mr. Jerry Beck. So
Yes, but like, remember that one time you were in his class?
we don't speak of that. Okay, so there was one time I was in his class and I was being too specific, I would say, on an assignment. I'm gonna try to wrap this up fast. So I was trying to I was being too specific on an assignment, and he kind of got mad at me, and I thought it was really funny. I don't think he was mad. I think he was like joking around with us or whatever. But he said something like, "Hey, do you want me to switch up my criteria to match yours and have the whole grade focus on your criteria," which was like naming arteries and
Yeah, like
veins
specific
and stuff,
arteries
like
we could do.
specifics. And it was really funny. So no, I love it though. It's like that's the stuff I love doing. I'm really good at like biology, I would say, so I can definitely go into detail with that stuff. But it's fine. So all right, next question. We have a few questions in here, so we're gonna have to go through them fast. Mr. Mitchell said, "I'm sitting here with Mr. Yankowski, and he wants to be interviewed." All right,
We actually could do that.
we'll interview you soon. Don't worry. We'll talk to you probably.
Okay, we'll talk about that one.
We'll talk about it. We do have like crew cast meetings every once in a while, and we all meet up.
We can 100% talk about.
We talk about it. We'll put you on the list, Mr. Yankowski. So one of us will probably come up to you within the next week, and we'll
talk about
we'll
it.
let you know. You can pick a time, a date, and we'll be here ready to film.
All right.
Let's see. What's your take on Robin Williams? This is from Sanchez interview. I wasn't in this interview, so let's see what Sam thinks.
He was a treasure, man, and it's so sad that he's gone.
Yeah.
It's like he made people smile and made them happy with his movies.
Oh, yeah.
And now that he's gone, it's just like, wow. You don't realize how good something is truly until it's gone.
Oh, yeah,
And you're
all
like,
the time.
What did we do?
Yep.
But
See, so it was funny. How long ago was that at your house? How long ago was this? Like a month ago, maybe, or a couple months ago?
a couple months ago.
Okay, so a few months ago, I was at Sam's house and we were looking through his movies, and I saw that he had Mrs. Doubtfire, and it was still wrapped in the plastic, like he'd never taken it out. And I was like, "Bro, have you ever seen this?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "We're watching this." I'm like, "Put all your other movies away. We're watching Mrs. Doubtfire." We watched it, and what did you think about it?
Incredible.
He loved it. It was awesome. He absolutely loved it.
It's cinema at its finest, watching Robin Williams become a woman. It's pure cinema.
It's so good.
It's amazing.
That was an incredible movie. I recommend you watch it.
You really should. It's so good. It's creepy on paper. Then you actually see it and you're like, you know what? This is good. This is not that bad.
Yeah.
Because it's like Robin Williams. It's not like crazy. He's a good dad in that movie. He just really wants to see his kids, But yeah, that's my opinion. But
Yeah. All right. The next question is, what's your favorite memory when we were virtual? Are we gonna say the same one?
You say it first.
Okay. So one of the last days of school was in like the end of May. Sam invited me over to his house. Was this yours?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, we're saying the same one. So Sam invited me over to his house, and we've been planning this for months. We planned this probably from March, and we were able to do it in May finally. So I went over to his house. I brought like my computer, I brought my like webcam, brought microphones. I got everything there, and we pretty much played pool all
entire
day, and we streamed it to the class on Google Meets because it was a Friday. It was almost vacation. We weren't really doing anything, so we literally streamed pool all day to the class, and it was fun. So
that was such a good memory. I agree.
I love that.
No one even bothered. It's like, okay, so we just played pool and
We literally
talked
just played
the
pool
entire
all day. It was so much fun. I love that. It was
That was a good day, man.
yeah.
Do you miss being virtual sometimes?
Sometimes I do miss being virtual. You have no idea how many times I've logged into school. Sorry for all the voice cracks again. You have no idea how many times I've like logged into school on my phone in bed, just kind of laying in bed like relaxing. But I do love being back in the building. So it's definitely
Yeah.
Like,
It's
you know.
like, isn't like COVID's gone down a little bit. Is that just me? Because you never hear about it anymore.
No, I mean, I wouldn't say it's over. There are definitely still people that are testing positive, and COVID's a very difficult thing to go through.
Yeah.
It's very I'm just gonna say it sucks. It really sucks. It's a very painful thing to have. So
I can't really say anything on that. I've never experienced it, but all I can do is say for all the people who had that, I'm sorry.
yeah, I feel your pain. Believe me.
You must be labeled as like, oh, you're the one with the plague. You're the infected one. Ugh.
Sam is like this a lot, but
Like, am I wrong?
no, you're not wrong. I mean, it's COVID was a terrible time, and I am really upset that we had to go through that. But it's okay. Like, we'll be fine. Next question is did the teachers / principals help pay for the setup?
Oh, absolutely.
They paid for everything.
They paid for everything. We didn't pay a dime,
Nope.
which is incredible.
I know it was.
I thought we had to pay this out of pocket, and then it'd be over. But then they're like, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna pay for this entire operation, and all you guys need to do is tell him what to do. And I'm like, okay, that was not expected. All right.
Yeah.
Like, why was he so on board of it instantly?
I don't know. It was really fun. It was definitely unexpected. Like, how unexpected was it? Just to, like,
Honestly, I thought I was gonna get a no and then move on with my life.
That's
But
honestly
then
what I thought as
we
well.
got a, yep, you're good, and then we did it.
I think it's because we came with a plan. If we just came to him with the idea, it probably would have gotten shot down faster. But we came there with a plan. We already had me, a technician, to run everything. I know how to edit, direct. I've been doing videography for years, so we already had that plan out of the way. And then I already had equipment like ready because I have a home studio and I do other filming stuff outside of school and outside of this podcast. So I already had equipment set in my cart on Amazon. So I send that all over to Mr. Mitchell and he orders what he thinks we need. And that's literally it. I mean, all the equipment came within a month. I got all my softwares edited. I have professional softwares at home for editing, directing, filming, not directing, but editing and filming. So definitely, we came with a plan. We didn't just come up with an idea. So
That's good. You should come with this type of stuff with at least a plan.
yeah, come up with a plan.
You can't just say, hey, let us do this thing, even though we planned out literally nothing and we have nothing to show you before we do it. Like, you're most likely you're gonna say no, but we came with him like, hey, we already know what we need to do. Can you get us this stuff, please? And then he's like, sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
wild.
it was great. We have a lot of equipment in this room. So
Yeah.
anyway, next question is: ¿Ustedes hablan español? From Miss Laquadera. I would say no. I'm not that good at Spanish.
What was the question?
Do you speak Spanish? Do y'all speak Spanish?
I watched Handy Manny when I was like 5. Does that count?
No, that doesn't count.
Then no.
No, I cannot. I'm not that good at speaking. Sanchez behind the camera is like, bring me up. Yes, Sanchez can speak Spanish pretty well. Me on the other hand, I can't really speak very well, but I'm decent at it, I guess. Sanchez, what about you?
Well, just call me Sanchez.
I called him Sanchez.
Okay.
See, that's the problem with going live is I can't cut that.
It's a problem.
All right, so
but-
Sam, are you good at it?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was a little kid, I watched all these TV shows where they were like talking another language, like Dora the Explorer,
Yep.
Handy Manny, Neo Kailan, all those shows. So I know Hola, ¿cómo estás? Off the top of my head, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it.
I think you missed Siete, but that's okay.
Did I? Oh,
I think you missed one. Okay.
I'm sorry, Miss Laquadera.
He's like, yes, Sam, it counts. She just said that counts.
That counts.
She said it counts. Oh, that's awesome. So to answer the question, I would say we're okay at it. Like, we can understand the simplest of things. So
Yeah, we can get it. We can hear Spanish and be like, that's Spanish. And not know what they're saying, but we can say that's Spanish.
yeah. Anyway, okay. So next question is actually that's all the ones that I see on here.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna have to scroll through a little bit more.
Okay. Well, I mean, Spanish isn't bad. I have nothing against Spanish. I mean, it's interesting to learn another language. I mean, it's good.
The hardest part is like we're fluent in English. English is our first language, and
That is true.
we're always gonna speak English. So it's like learning a second language is really difficult, considering there are so many rules. I know English is like the hardest language to learn, or one of the
Yeah.
hardest. But I feel like the easiest way to learn a language is to immerse yourself in it.
I'll be honest. Most people who speak English aren't fluent in English.
Oh, I know.
Let's be real here. I'm not fluent in English.
Yeah, I know. So, no, but like Spanish, I love Spanish. I love it. I'm never gonna stop taking the class, obviously, just because it's so much fun. But it's definitely like. We'll read that in a minute. So
what does it say?
nothing. Anyway, so I love Spanish class. I absolutely love it. I'm always going to be taking it. But there's definitely like some stuff that I get confused on, and that's really annoying for me personally. Because when I'm confused on something, I feel like there's a problem. Because I don't.
I get so aggravated.
I don't know. Yeah, I get aggravated really easily when I'm confused on something. So I don't know. But I love learning other languages. I actually wrote an entire essay in code one time, and I submitted it, and the teacher failed me on it, and they made me translate it. I thought it was funny.
You told me about it.
Yeah.
So what's the question?
So anyway, we can keep going. Let's see. Jim said, "If I have COVID, can I come on the podcast?" Not if you have COVID.
No.
If you have it, no.
If you can talk about your.
If you want to talk about your
experiences with COVID,
yeah, I was gonna say talk about
then
your experiences.
yes.
I can talk about my experience with COVID. It sucks. It is very painful. It feels like no matter how much sleep you get, you're exhausted. Breathing is difficult. I would explain like pneumonia would be I would say explains
pneumonia.
It sucks. We'll just say that.
What's pneumonia?
Google it.
Okay.
I'm not explaining it live to him. So
Why?
because I'm not.
Okay, fine. But like, I've met people. What's weird about COVID is that everyone handles it in a very different way. Like, I remember very early with COVID, I heard this one time on the radio. It was like, oh yeah, there's stories about people who get COVID lose their limbs, and I'm like,
I've never yeah.
that doesn't sound very true.
No, I mean, it might be true. I don't know.
Did you lose an arm?
No.
Did you know anyone who lost an arm to COVID?
No, but I think I know like 5 people that have had it. So
Okay.
anyway, somebody asked, have you guys ever caught COVID, or have you ever caught the COVID virus of the 19? That's how they worded it.
Of the 19th variant. No. I don't know how I haven't.
I have.
No.
It sucks. So anyway, we'll leave it at that. Any thought on Mechanicville lunch? I do not buy lunch. I bring lunch every day. So I wouldn't know.
I'm the same way. I don't buy the lunch. From what I've seen.
From what I've seen, it actually looks pretty good.
It looks.
There are some things that I'm like, okay, this looks very like exotic, but like it looks good. Like I would definitely. I'd be down to try it. It looks good.
It looks like something that is edible, which from what I've heard from other schools is like amazingly high value food.
Yeah.
Like Cuisine, Ratatouille, that movie.
Yep.
Now I want to watch Ratatouille. Have you ever watched Ratatouille?
I probably have. I don't remember it though.
It's such a good movie.
So.
But.
No, I think they look pretty good. It's just the fact that I bring lunch every day, so I wouldn't really know how they taste.
The one thing I love, and this has nothing to do with the lunches, free breakfast.
Seriously, I love it.
Who does not like free breakfast?
Hey, you can't complain there. So.
Exactly.
No, it's great.
The reason I don't eat it is in the morning I'm never hungry.
True.
That's it. If I ever was, I'd literally just go up to them and say, "What do you got?"
Yeah.
That's it. But like, I love what they're doing. I don't benefit from it because I don't eat it, but I love it. So
I love the effort and the
absolutely
what's the word I'm looking for? Like the patience that
yes,
our lunch staff have with us.
Yeah, and
like,
they do the stereotype that every single like school lunch, it has to look like freaking what's it called? Like nuclear waste.
No, I feel like other schools or like schools from TV shows or whatever, they all look. It just doesn't look that great. And then we come to Mechanical and you look at the lunch, and I would say it looks pretty good. Like honestly, like I would.
It looks better.
Honestly, I might just stop.
Better.
I kind of want to just stop bringing lunch for like 2 weeks and just try like all the lunches here because I'm really curious.
Agree.
I'm assuming they'd be pretty good. So, based on the way they look, I'd say they'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Connor Dion asked, "What's your favorite movie?"
What's my favorite? Oh,
it's a hard question.
So many.
It's
options.
so hard. Here, name your top 5 favorites. I should make it a little bit easier.
Oh, okay.
And a series counts as one. So if you say like Harry Potter, that counts as one.
Okay.
So like the whole series.
Back to the Future, The Green Mile, the Dark Knight trilogy, John Wick series, obviously.
Yeah, it's
Number
classic
one.
for Sam.
These aren't in actual order. I'm just listing them off as they
He's just
come up.
listing off. All right, that's 4, I think.
My number one, I'd have to say, is
What's your number one favorite?
number one favorite overall.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. John Wick Chapter 3, John Wick kills someone with a horse. You gotta give that the number one spot.
I haven't seen John Wick. I wouldn't know. He tried to make me watch it, and I ended up falling asleep through Terminator. So
You fell asleep to Terminator? Okay.
Yeah.
Next time you come over, we're watching all the John Wick movies. Let me explain it like this. In the third movie, they run into this old medieval weapons store, right? John Wick goes up to these 2 guns that don't work. He takes 2 of the revolvers apart, builds it while someone's banging on the door to get in.
okay,
Fix-
don't spoil anymore. I might watch it with you.
Oh,
Okay.
it's so good.
I would say for me, my favorite movie it's a tie between a few movies. I love the Hunger Games series. That was a great series. Sam's probably gonna be a little mad at me for this one, but I love World War Z. World War Z was a great movie. Sam can go over that story if he wants to. I don't know. I'm not really a massive movie person. I love Marvel. Overall, Marvel was great.
Who doesn't like Marvel?
Yeah, seriously. But
All right.
yeah.
I mean, it's good. I mean, World War Z, I would love. Here's the problem.
Hang on, wait. Before he talks, I already know what he's gonna say. Before he says anything, World War Z, for those of you that don't know, is it's a zombie movie, and it's basically it's World War zombies. So it's like the entire world is basically zombies except for a couple little countries, and it's getting through that. So it's actually a really good movie. I loved it. I've seen it at least a dozen times. Like, I love the movie, but
The decisions they make are so. There's no brain in their head. I'm surprised the
Sam-
zombies want to go for them.
I think Sam lost some brain cells. So
You know, actually, I'm surprised the zombies actually go for them because there's no brain in between their ears. There's nothing there. It's just empty, void. But do you have any other questions?
let's see. Do you guys ever think about a topic and keeping it the whole time? That's what Sam Sanchez posted or commented. Wow, Sam.
Very nice. Well,
I would say we don't really pick one specific topic. We pick a selection of like 4 or 5 topics, and we'll try to cover them all for at least 8 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, then we go for it.
We'll try to cover all the topics, and then I just cut things out and shrink it down. I usually come out with about an hour of footage, and I cut that down to 20, 30 minutes. So
Yeah, like most of what we do not scripted, but like we'll have like bullet points.
nothing is scripted.
We have like bullet points of like things we want to talk about, and
Yeah.
then we talk about them.
Yeah. But
Like-
the main things that we're saying, none of it's scripted. We make up
Oh,
all.
yeah,
We improvise everything.
Like the
so.
whole Harry Potter thing, no script. That was not scripted.
Somebody just said Nicholas Fichtner. Yep, that's me. That's me.
That's him. Yep.
That's Sam Bayer.
Yep. That.
Sam
yeah,
Sanchez
Sam
behind
Bayer,
the
first
camera.
meet ya.
Yeah, I'm Nick Fichtner.
Because you haven't met me.
For those of you that don't know, that's me. Anyway. I don't know. That's all the questions I have in here. So until somebody else posts a question, I'm just gonna say some stuff. I'm gonna ask a couple questions. I came up with some just in case this happened. I just hit the microphone.
So-
again. So, what's one of your favorite hobbies to do outside of school?
Well,
I knew that was gonna get Sam thinking. By the way.
I love to play pool by myself. By myself.
That sounds really sad. I might drive over to your house one day and just.
I will
come over to
play
your
with
house.
you, but if it's not you or someone I'm close to that
You love playing
isn't,
with?
like that I align with, that isn't like a family member, I'll play. I'll play. The sun goes down. But if it's no one else, I'll just play it by myself. I don't care. 'Cause
Yeah.
The way I play it is very. I don't listen to most of the rules. The only
No.
rules I listen to
See.
is like turns, and that's it.
See, when I'm over, I make him follow more rules.
It's not like horrible. It's just I just like playing it so that you just hit the balls into the
Yeah,
holes.
that's what Sam likes.
There's
Anyway,
nothing left.
for me, I love a few things actually. I love playing video games. I've been playing video games forever. I
Same.
love music. I play piano. I've been playing for 11 years, so I absolutely love that. Maybe one day we'll bring a piano in here and I'll Maybe on like a stream, I'll like do a full stream of me playing piano. Maybe someday. I don't know. If you guys want to see that, let us know. We can do that.
Yeah, you definitely
We can definitely arrange that. We can for sure arrange that. Like if you guys want to see that,
Yeah.
let us know. So I don't know. I'd say that's it for me. I love running,
Yeah.
rollerblading.
Yeah, I like playing video games, running, all that. But video games, what do you think about it?
Video games. It depends what video game you're talking about.
Like, what are your favorites?
I like survival games. Any survival game I'll play. Like Subnautica is an incredible one. 7 Days to Die is a lot of fun.
Okay.
The Forest is great.
The forest. What's the forest?
It's kind of like you're stuck. Like it's like you get in a plane crash and your son gets taken by these cannibalistic tribemen, and you pretty much have to save him.
Whoa.
Like it's a really fun game. It's like
Wow.
open world, like awesome. And then I love a few other games, like Skyrim is great. A few other like classic games, Battlefield 2042, Modern Warfare, Cold War, they're all great. So all right, next question that we have in here. Sam Six says SpongeBob.
What?
He just said SpongeBob. That's the only like word he posted. Like he said,
Just SpongeBob.
just SpongeBob.
Okay. I mean, what do you think of SpongeBob? I guess I don't know. I don't know what to do with that.
I don't know. We're just gonna say SpongeBob's cool. Like I don't know what that means.
SpongeBob's all right. I think it's good.
Somebody said, if it's possible, can you change the background? We can, but I would have to go behind the camera and configure all the settings. So it's really hard to do live unless we preset them. So just email me some stuff you want us to put on the background, and depending on what it is, if it goes with one of our topics, or if it just goes with some overall, or we like it, we'll set it up for next round. So just
put up a flying laser cat or something in the back.
that'll be awesome.
That would be perfect.
This one was just like the one that came on my computer, so
It works.
it works, and it's really hard to do live because I have to edit everything live, but then like the audience will see me editing, so it's super awkward.
Yeah, you don't
And
want
it's
to
hard.
see that.
So
It's but
Yeah.
I mean,
the next question on here is: should Mr. Barons shave his beard? Mr. Barons, you do what you want to do. How about that?
Question.
Yeah.
Who's Mr. Barons?
The physics teacher,
Oh,
or
that guy.
yeah, or like
Honestly,
chemistry.
No, he shouldn't.
You shouldn't shave his beard. I'm gonna say you can do what you want.
I agree. Do whatever you want to do. Don't let the opinion of some random 16-year-old change how you're gonna do your beard. But do whatever you want to do. I like it. I think it looks good on you, but I think beards look good on most guys.
Yeah, I mean, do what you want to do. If you want to shave your beard, go ahead. If you don't want to,
Yeah, go for
keep
it.
it growing. So again, that's all the questions in here. Comment more questions. We'll keep answering them. We're probably gonna go for another, 18 minutes, and then we'll end the stream there. But
Yeah, let's do it.
anyway, so
All right.
we'll go back to just like overall what this podcast is going for in the future. Like what
Oh yeah, for the future.
we'll say for now we'll go near future. What's your plan for like next week or the week after?
Next week, man, I want to have Mr. Muffet on. I do not care what I need to do it.
Yeah.
I want to.
I want
have
Mr.
him
Moffat on. I want to interview Mr. Moffat so badly.
I
We do have a
want
few
to
other
just-
teachers that we'll talk to,
Oh,
but
absolutely. There's some high ones in that list. That sounds really weird now I say it out loud. But like, it's a
there's
list
some
of-
teachers on the very top of the list that we want to interview. That's
Yeah,
what Sam-
that's better.
That's what Sam.
That's better.
Anyway, so I would say next week we're gonna start doing morning announcements. We're gonna be doing morning announcements just like this.
Oh yeah, but it's gonna be Matt. It's gonna be Matt.
It's gonna be Sam and Matt. If Matt's not here, I'll probably sub in for him. But yeah, we're gonna be doing morning announcements. Wow, I just hit the microphone a lot. These cables are driving me crazy. I'm gonna have to recable manage them all.
Really?
I don't know, maybe. But we're gonna start doing the morning announcements next week. I'm really excited for it. They're gonna be just like this. They're gonna be streamed on YouTube. You guys can check them out. You guys can watch them from your phones. You can watch them from anything that connect to YouTube. They're gonna be live, so you guys can still comment questions there. We probably won't go over them in the morning announcements. Maybe like one or two we'll go over. Or maybe we'll do like a question of the day, maybe,
Yeah, like
or something. I don't know.
there's something like interesting to talk about, like something like good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But do we got any questions?
Yeah, there are a couple more. Sam Sanchez said, "Should I grow a beard?" No, you should not.
No.
I don't care, bro.
I can't even grow a beard.
I don't care. You can grow a beard. Don't give us that crap. Okay.
I can't grow a full beard.
He can grow a pretty nice beard. No, I'm kidding.
I can grow a neck beard.
Okay, so we have Somebody said Nicholas Fichtner, but butchered my name. It's a hard name to spell. My last name, you have no idea how many people spell it wrong. Miss Laquadera said Nicholas Reith. You're still on with that. You're still
Reith.
that.
Does
So
does she know your actual middle name?
no, don't say it. So
Alright, I'll say it. I'll say it.
no,
It's Ralph.
no, it's not Ralph either. So anyway, my name is not Nicholas Reith. That's an ongoing joke. Although you spelled it wrong. It has no W. It's R. Nicholas Reath Reith. That was the joke. So people
Are you really telling her how to spell wreath?
So people were trying to guess what my middle name was, and they guessed a whole bunch of them. And somebody said Reith, and I'm like, sure, fine, whatever. And that stuck, and now they just call me Nicholas Reith. Like everybody just calls me that. It's super awkward, but
It's
I love it.
Ryan.
I love it. You keep calling me that. I really don't care.
It's Ryan.
Yeah, a few people do not. Which Ryan? Ryan?
No, your middle name's Ryan.
Oh no,
Dang.
It's whatever. He knows my middle name, but
Oh, I know your real name.
He's not gonna say
I'm
it.
saying fake names.
all right. Ryan Karen said they should be live for all the classrooms in the morning. Yes, they will be
They
live.
will be.
They will be live for all the classrooms in the morning. And then
won't
they're
be like-
also going to be on the channel, so you can just go watch the morning announcements whenever. Like this stream is going to be saved on our channel, so you can just go watch the stream whenever.
Yeah.
You can watch all our questions. You can watch like everything on there.
It's however you feel, man. I'm good to go.
Sanchez just posted my real middle name. I gotta add a mediator to this thing.
Yeah, delete that.
I gotta add a mediator to this
Why
thing.
is still texting it to the chat.
Sanchez, stop. Okay. Somebody said Nicholas has some good posture. You will not believe how many people compliment my posture. Like honestly, it's insane. I have
Really?
a few people a day that come up to me, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't really practice. It just happens. So
Well, leave me. I get told a lot of things. I told that in these things, I look super chill.
oh, I know. Sam is actually freakishly chill during these things. I've filmed hundreds of videos, and I'm still not as chill as he is. Like
Why not?
maybe it's because I know all the things that I do behind the scenes. So maybe that like adds an extra level of stress. Like, oh, I might have to cut that out. Like,
That's true.
I'm like editing in my head as I'm filming a video. So I have no idea.
I
But
just talk. Because it's just a camera.
yeah, it's a camera. We're talking to a camera right now. But we're talking to all of you guys, and we are.
Happy y'all here.
Yeah, we are going live. Anyway, there are a lot of people that comment my posture, and I'm used to it by now. I do appreciate the compliment. Somebody asked me if I can slouch the other day, and I'm like, I can, but I just don't. It's like I actually have to try to go into it. It's not like naturally
Slouch.
this is my like natural form,
That'd be funny.
like right here. So
Slouch.
yeah, if I like this is like the farthest I can go, at least in these chairs.
What's even a slouch?
I know,
This is a slouch.
I don't. Okay, my back is like always like straight. I'm always like up and ready to interact.
My back's always curved. So I'm just doing
Um,
this all the time.
So anyway, yeah, I definitely am like up and ready to do things. Like I'm a very productive person. So anyway, Ryan Karen asked, "Do you guys do this every day?" No. We do not. We try to do it twice a week.
Yeah, twice a week, so we can have some backed up
Yeah.
just in case.
There are some videos we film that will never get uploaded to YouTube.
Most likely, honestly.
There are. We film twice a week. We only upload once a week. So I edit both of the videos, and then I send them to the crew, and they decide which one they like more, and then we'll upload the better one.
Yeah.
And then if we need a backup video, like for example, I was sick this past week, so I couldn't edit. That's when I would upload one of those backup videos.
Okay.
So
makes
that's
sense.
what we do. So anyway, okay, fine. People keep saying it. Yes, my middle name is Russell. For those of you that don't know, people
Yes,
just keep.
I knew.
Sanchez commented it, and now other people are commenting it. Yes, my middle name is Russell. For those of you that didn't know,
Yeah, my middle name's John. What's it to ya?
it's a name, guys. All right. Anyway,
It's a name.
yeah. So we're gonna go for about another 10 minutes, and then we'll end off the live stream.
Yeah, actually.
So
Oh yeah, I'm all good.
yeah. So anyway, if you guys have any more questions you want us to answer, go ahead.
Yeah,
you guys
absolutely.
can.
I'm down to just talk.
Yeah, we can honestly just talk about anything for a while. Like, you can ask us.
What's your opinion on fascist dictatorships?
I'm not going over that live. I'm not. Okay, so actually, we're going to do a quick thing. So, one of the comments on one of our previous videos was, what was your take on Dasani water? And Matt had some stuff to say about this, and I think he did say it in one of our previous videos. So,
Can I say my opinion?
yeah, say your opinion.
My opinion is that
Don't swear.
Dasani is the worst water brand by far. And I'm talking everything owned by Nestle, all of those awful water brands. Dasani's the worst. You know why? They put chemicals like that stuff in the water, like in salt.
Would you rather drink ocean water?
Honestly, yes.
Ew.
There's
It's
probably
disgusting.
at least the bacteria. At least you know you're getting some sort of weird stuff in you. With Dasani, who knows? No one knows. You don't know what weird stuff they put in there. You know you put
You have no
salt.
idea.
Considering the fact you're drinking basically ocean water, that's suspicious. I'm just saying, if you like Dasani, you like Dasani. Good for you. I'm just saying, man. Dasani, my least favorite because
Your least
one,
favorite?
It's owned by Coca-Cola. Who knows that? That's why it's everywhere. It's owned by a bigger brand that everyone loves, but no one else it's owned. It's
Yeah.
owned by freaking Coca-Cola, so it's everywhere. Every time you see a Coca-Cola machine, there's gonna be a Dasani machine. But what do you think?
I don't really drink water that much, honestly. I mean, I have a water next to me. The seal is still on it. Like, I just don't drink water. I have this sparkling water next to me. That's great. Not sponsored, but it's Clear American. It's really good, actually. But
Yeah, sure, not sponsored. Okay. I mean,
I think it's good. I love it. So,
this is like water brands are great. But here's the thing: some of them are owned by like some evil companies.
I feel
Evil.
like nowadays people just do stuff for the money.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
Look at any big corporation.
look at anything, honestly. Like, we'll go Wi-Fi, for example. Is your Wi-Fi good?
I don't use Wi-Fi.
He uses data. He doesn't use Wi-Fi. Okay.
Use data.
We'll point this out. My Wi-Fi is not that great, and it's like we have like the best Wi-Fi that they can give out
'Cause they're
for our
greedy.
area. And it's like people do things for the money. They don't do it
For
just
the
to
passion.
help people. I'm like I don't
I
understand.
agree.
It. I don't understand people nowadays or companies
when
nowadays.
you're paying for a product, at least get the freaking product.
Give us the full thing that we're paying
Give
for,
us the-
not
the
like
thing we're
half
paying
of it
for.
or a quarter of it.
That's like
in some
that's
cases.
like buying a car saying, "Hey, here's your car, but you need a different bundle to get the transmission."
The transmission,
Sorry.
the windshield,
No,
and the engine. You just
Yeah.
you can't have those things until you pay an extra
That's
$20,000.
Car Plus.
It's Car Plus,
It's Car Plus. That's a new subscription service.
bro. That's awesome.
Isn't it? Or is everyone has a subscription service now?
No, everything's subscription.
Everyone's a
It's.
subscription
I mean,
now.
granted, that's how you make money, but it is
Yeah.
definitely kind of annoying.
It's like car rentals, but more annoying.
Actually, one of the reasons I got the editing software I have now, Filmora X, or I have Pro as well, but they're both incredible. Actually, okay, I don't own Pro. My friend let me borrow his Pro license, so I can do some professional editing for one of the other videos I had to do. Anyway, that's for another time if you guys want to hear more on that. But the reason I got that editing software was because there's a one-time fee. I pay $70 up front. I never have to pay for it again. I just hit the water. I never have to pay for it again. So that's a really nice
That's
thing
so
about
good.
it.
Why
So.
can't every subscription service be like that? Like, hey, you can pay this over time. You'll pay more, but maybe like you won't stop getting the payment, but it's really cheap. And then it'll be like, oh hey, here's like if you want to get this whole thing, you never have to pay again. Give us like take the usual service times it by like 10 or 20.
Yeah.
I wish they were all like that, but it's not.
Let's see. Somebody commented my grandma's name was Russell. Hey, we got the same name. I'll take it.
Your grandma's name is Russell?
That's what they commented. They just
Okay.
said, hey.
I mean, it
Hey,
could be.
we have
I'm
the
not
same name.
denying it.
Anyway.
It's like
I would say that's all the questions for here. If you guys have anything else,
my daughter's
you can comment it.
niece.
We're planning on going for another 7 minutes, but we might
Yeah.
cut the stream out a few minutes early. So,
All right. I mean, I ain't complaining. I mean, I'm good to go. But like,
Yep. but
water brands.
water brands, we're gonna make a full video on water brands, but Matt and Sam will be up here for that. They're really passionate about it.
I'm gonna just say this: if y'all like Nestle, I dare you to look up what they do, and realize the horrible, evil stuff they do, and still buy Dasani and still buy their water brands. I love to see that. That would be
I
awesome.
don't know. This is Price Chopper. So
I had no problems with Price Chopper. I don't know anything about Price Chopper.
I don't know. Again, the seal's still. I haven't even
I
broken the
touched
seal yet.
it.
I haven't broken the seal yet.
This vitamin. This was filled with vitamin water. My girlfriend drank all of it. She's like, "Hey, I'm done with it. Do you want it?" I'm like, "Sure." I cleaned it off, fill it with water. Here I am.
There you go.
You don't have to pay for it.
Clear American is what I go for. It's really good.
Clear American.
It's sparkling water. It's flavored. This is strawberry. It's really good. Actually, strawberry is like their best one.
You like one of those Americans who only buy American-made products. You never drive Honda. You only drive like Chevy or Ford.
I have a Honda, bro.
Good. That sounded threatening.
That was very threatening.
Good. I could plug something right now if I wanted.
Go ahead, plug it. It depends what it is.
My dad's car.
Yeah, his dad owns a car dealership.
Okay.
So.
Hey, if y'all looking for a new Honda, Rensselaer Honda, they're pretty good. They're all right. I'd go there. But yeah, do you have any more questions?
Nope, that's all of them.
That's all of them. All right. Nice.
Someone commented something else, but I can't read it.
Can I read it?
Yeah, you can try to read it. Here you go. Whatever the last one is. I think it's in Russian. I don't know. I have no idea what it says.
Who is Jim?
I don't know. Jim's been asking a lot of questions though,
Who
but
is this Jim
I can't read this
character?
last. I want to see if I can translate it.
Please use
No,
like Google
I
Translate.
can't.
You can't translate it.
Nope.
Write
can't
that down.
translate
We're
it.
gonna translate it later.
Here. I'm gonna take a screenshot of it, and I'll translate that later.
Please do.
I'll go through every single language and
I need to know now.
Translate it. I'm really curious, and we'll bring it up in a future video. So,
All right. But
anyway,
all right. It looks like we definitely went beyond our mark.
no, we were planning on stopping at 3:30, and it's almost 4. So
Yeah.
that was definitely a great live stream.
Yeah,
So,
I agree. But thank you everyone who showed up. I
Yep.
want to say personally thank you to y'all.
thank you
And
guys
I
so
hope
much
y'all
for
have
the
a good day.
support, and we will see you guys soon.
All right. Do what we need. We need a pedal up here.
Yeah, we do.
Like,
So,
where you just
anyway.
press down it, stream it. We need that. All right. Watch Nick